Buddy, explain to me, what is this? What was that? What was that, huh? That is just gruesome. That is very gruesome. So this morning I made a gruesome discovery as soon as I woke up. So normally when I wake up, I open the back door to the backyard. I go out into the grass, I touch grass, and I say hi to Bailey. This morning, however, I was met with a gruesome sight. It was a dead possum in our backyard. Yeah, it might have gotten in last night or early this morning, and it was the wrong move, because occupying our backyard underneath the house is a very aggressive, ferocious beast. Her name is Bailey, and this possum made the wrong choice entering our house, because Bailey, she's a German Shepherd cross Australian Kelpie. She's a sheepdog, so they like to attack pests. She likes hunting and torturing poor, helpless bush animals. So this possum met its demise in the paws of Bailey. So I was met with the gruesome sights. I saw bits of fur all across the backyard. All of its internal organs have splattered across the lawn. And this thing was in two pieces, only connected by a piece of, I don't know, connective tissue. It's like completely broken in two pieces. Bailey has torn that thing to shred, and I'm pretty sure she ate a little bit of the possum as well. I talked to my neighbor about it. He said apparently, luckily for Bailey, these things don't really have worms, parasites. It's usually the rabbits or the wallabies that I need to look out for, because they have worms, but apparently these possums don't have any parasites, so hopefully Bailey doesn't get any sort of bugs. Yeah. But yeah, Bailey ate a little bit of the possum. In the end, I asked my neighbor to help me remove the dead body, and yeah, that was it. I was gonna bury the thing, but I realized it started to smell really bad, and there were wasps flying around, so we decided to chuck it out into the bush where it belongs, and let nature take its course. So yeah, that's the sad ending of the possum. Bailey continued to live on as usual, but she's not getting dinner tonight. She needs to know that she's not meant to kill a poor animal like that. I mean, dogs, they can't really understand this, but yeah. I have a massive ego. It's very hard for me to say sorry to people, and I'm working on it. I mean, I do say sorry to people, but I don't actually mean it. Like, yeah, I don't feel remorse sometimes. Oh shit, there's a big fire. Shit. Someone's been burning that magic tomatoes. I call it my next door neighbor's tomatoes. Someone is blazing it up. So yeah, like I was saying, it's hard for me to say sorry to people sometimes, and admitting internally that I was wrong and taking up responsibility and holding myself accountable for my actions. You know, sometimes I say sorry, but it's just like a statement that I have to utter to get myself out of that situation, to not having to deal with that person anymore, to not having to talk to that person anymore. I just want to get them to shut up, you know? And I'm working on it. I'm working on holding myself accountable, because I realize that it is a virtue to be truly humbled and admitting that you're wrong. And it's good for me as well. Like, admitting that you're wrong will allow you to change your ways, to learn new things and move forward, becoming a better person, rather than just saying that you're sorry but you're not really sorry, just to get other people to shut up, you know? I have many fights with my family, and it's something that I have started to notice, that we don't really say sorry to each other very much from a very young age. Maybe that's how I was brought up, and I realized that my family is definitely different to other families, and that's one of the many things. I think all families are like dysfunctional in some way. Well, I hope not. I hope not all families are dysfunctional, otherwise we all would be fucked up. But the thing with my family is that we rarely say sorry to each other. And many times I got in fights with my sister, and none of us want to admit that we are wrong. And so we just keep these emotions stewing up inside us. And it's very draining. It's very draining for both parties, I feel, for both me and my sister. Sometimes we fight, and like, it's just this passive aggressiveness. I know that in a street fight, like physical fight, I would win, but I would never hit my sister. But there's this heavy feeling stewing inside both of us, and I'm sure she feels the same. Like, no one wants to admit that we're wrong. We don't say sorry in our family, usually. And so whenever I get into a fight with my sister, I enjoy taunting her. Like, I seriously enjoy taunting her, and I don't want to say sorry. I sometimes will just flat out say the meanest thing to her and laughing about it. And now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that's very immature. Back then, and even now sometimes, when I see her and stuff like that, it's very immature. And same thing with my mom as well. But yeah, I've learned that I should say sorry no matter what. Like, I should be the man. I should be the man to admit that maybe I'm not wrong, but the way that I said things, the way that I talked to them might have been triggering or upsetting, and I should have said sorry regardless. I need to be the bigger man here in the family and admit that either I'm wrong or the way that I said things were not nice. You know, I feel much better after saying it. And I talked about this with my housemate as well. Like, we shared stories, and he said, after you say sorry, you feel much lighter. For some reason, you feel much better about it. Even though it's a huge hit to your ego, for some reason, when you say sorry, you know, you sort of open that door of communication for people to talk to you. And yeah, you know, that's how wars happen, you know, when there's no one giving in. Everybody just wanna do things in their own way, and there's no one submitting. That's when you have war. When you have two immovable forces attacking each other, it leads to destruction of both parties. So sometimes for me, for my case, I just need to say sorry, be open to say sorry first. Even though I might have done nothing wrong, I could say, well, sorry for being for saying this to you. It's hurtful, or it's mean, or I could have said it in a better way. Or when you ask someone something and they snap back at you, you don't know what their problem is. You can say, well, sorry for caring, you know. I don't know, when you hear those words, I feel like people, when they hear those words, they have no reason to not like you, because you're saying you're sorry for caring about them, you know. Like who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that, honestly? And if they snap back, then it clearly shows that they are the smaller person here. They are ignorant. Yeah. I mean, that's what I should do with my patients sometimes. When they snap back at me, either in confusion or understandably frustrated because of something, when I say I'm sorry for caring about you, and I don't want you to go, or I don't want you to deteriorate, or what have you, then suddenly they soften, you know. Like they suddenly they stop and really think, hey, maybe he really cares about me, and maybe I need to take back what I said to him, you know. Anyways, that's enough rambling for today. Yeah, I can hear fire sirens still in these spots. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong, God bless, and I'll catch you in the next episode.